What's up, guys?
What's up?
Lifestyle investing, where we invest based off our lifestyle to build a future lifestyle. Mike, myself, how you feeling, man?
Really good.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm feeling right rockstar too, man. So back on, if you're watching the last one, we were talking about if your primary house is an investment.
Yeah.
Right. So Mike said one thing, a key thing that I think is great. So he said in 5 years, assuming that the values go up like say 3%
or 6%.
or
is what it takes.
or 6%.
6% per year average.
So with the values increasing, then you
making payments.
Yeah, you just making payments, and a percentage that goes to the principal. You're essentially living for free for 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
Those 5 years.
Yeah.
So one thing though is like that's a huge assumption, right? That's a huge assumption.
Well, it's true based on the numbers at a 6% increase per year.
At 6%.
But it takes you 6 years or 5 years before you get there. Before that, you're upside down. And really, the contrast is, say, if you're renting and your rent's going up $100 a year, you're probably going to pay $80,000 in the next 5 years, or somewhere around there, depending on what your rent is. And that none of that money, you have nothing to show for it. When on the other side, you've got $80,000 of equity or $90,000 of equity.
So how many years do you think it takes for you to have? Because also it costs money to sell the house,
right?
Right. It costs money. A good amount of money to sell the house, and then obviously like things will break and things like that. So, like, how many years do you think it takes for you to get to a breaking point where after that breaking point it's like a great investment?
I want to say 5 years conservatively. In this market, it's 3 years. I bet in 3 years I could pull out $100,000 in my house. Yeah.
If the market continues.
If the market continues what it's doing right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you don't want to make investment.
I'm not. Yeah, and I didn't. I bought this house to buy and hold, to eventually rent it out, to move to another location and to rent this one out.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I might not be able to do that or choose to do that until my daughter's out of high school, because I like the school district I'm in. But I'm definitely going to make other real estate investments. So I'm going to have to get involved in another way, and that might be by taking an equity loan out on this property, but putting 20% down on investment property. That could be a thing. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
So like let's say that let's say that somebody bought a house thinking that in 2 years, 2 or 3 years, they'd have enough equity and they're playing that kind of game.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
That you're going to run into the problem of all the houses in the area are worth $100,000 more than they were 3 years ago. So you're still at net zero. Yeah. You get some cash in your pocket, but your monthly payment's going to go up by $1,000 a month. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
So I guess that is like kind of like a good thing to think about. Like, how many years does it take when your primary house is a good investment?
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you hold it, I'm a huge believer. Like, if you hold your house for like 15 years, it's a great investment.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But like before then, like what is, because like your selling cost, right? If the market tanks, like there's just so many variables that like within the first 5 years, like you still gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and as my wheels are spinning right now, I'm thinking about if I really want to do this investing the smart way. Jan talked about last week about getting money cheap. That's how you've done yours, and what I mean by that is going owner occupied. So the question that I would have, so let's say 2 years from now, I've lived in the house. Who cares how much I owe? Whatever. It doesn't matter what the value is. I just am going to find another house in the same area where I want my daughter to go to the same school she's going to. And I just keep looking. I kind of keep my ear to the market. What's going on, And I pulled the trigger on a house in that say anywhere from 2 years to 2.5 years from now. That's an option, because then I'm putting the low money down, putting like 3% down, get into it, lower rate, and renting the old one out. That's how you've done it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I would just have to do it in a way that benefits my life, and then the one I bought now turns into an investment property. Before that, it's just been my expense. It's been my living expense with leverage. It obviously has leverage because you can take money out and use that to invest.
Oh yeah.
If I was renting, nobody's gonna let me take money out.
It's true.
Yeah. Right. Even if I found gold in the backyard, it wouldn't be mine. I'd have to call. Yeah, you're rich. Hey, guess what? You're rich.
But would you make that phone call?
No, maybe.
Yeah.
Will you let me be late on my rent for 1 month or whatever? Yeah. Give me a month for free. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a very interesting topic because I mean I see a lot of value in renting and I see a lot of value in owning, but I think because like renting gives you flexibility.
Right, for sure. You take a job somewhere, boom, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to try to find somebody to sell your house or something. Where are you going to buy? You know, you just sell. Yeah.
Or like the market tanks, you don't have to worry about dropping $20,000 to sell, and then you're upside down anyway.
Right. You don't have to fix stuff if you're a renter. Right. You have to just call up the landlord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You don't have to do any of the maintenance, like lawn or whatever. Usually.
Yeah. So I think there's so many questions that come involved. I think the biggest thing though, why I love real estate and why I think an owner-occupant property can be a great investment, but can also be a horrible investment, is because of leverage.
Right. Okay.
Right. If you can get a bank to give you 3.5%, 4% rate, and you keep it for at least 10 years, I mean that's just insane.
Yeah.
You know, where like you put in like maybe $10,000, in your case $2,500.
Yeah.
Right. And if it goes up 50,000,
right.
I mean do the math. You invest 25, you get 50 back. Just run the numbers.
Yeah.
But if it goes down 50 grand, run the numbers.
Yeah.
So that's why I think like you have to be in a position like you are where you can hold the property for a while.
Yeah.
And you know you have the ability to make the payments every single month.
Yeah.
Right. Regardless what the economy does, you can find a job that pays for that.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. And there's some people that
I'd be a shift manager at Walmart if I have to. And work at Taco Bell. You gotta have 2 jobs.
Well, Taco time, dude.
Yeah.
Taco time. Yeah. Taco Bell's kind of high. You gotta have some class.
Right. Exactly. No. Yeah. Taco time. Yeah. If I was selling drugs, then I work at Taco Bell because you can do both at the same time. Yeah, we've been 7 minutes. There's your tip of the day.
Oh shoot! Yeah. There you go, guys.
Yeah.
Digest that. All right.
And unlike Taco Bell.
Yeah. We're gonna leave it like that, baby.